first spoke with Local Student last year with the idea of connecting students to people in the neighborhood who needed some help. And the demand has grown so much that since then, well, now they're telling us that they're expanding from Ontario to soon across Canada and into the United States. Matt McCoy joins me now. He's one of the co-founders of Local Student. And I'm so excited to have you, Matt, because I remember we talked about this idea and you thought, well, we're just hoping to reach as many students as we can. Well, you are really expanding things. So talk to me about where things are going now.
For sure. And Angie, we're really excited about this right now. I know times are still a little bit difficult for a lot of people, but for Local Student, we found that students have kind of found their home throughout the pandemic and beyond that. So right now we are expanding across, we're still primarily in Ontario, but we are looking to offer our services to homeowners across Canada, even going into the United States. What we primarily focus on is jobs that students can do very quickly after they sign up. So what we do is we connect local students to neighbors in their communities to offer services like lawn mowing, leaf cleanup, and snow removal, depending on the season. And this summer, we're hoping to put a little over $500,000 into the pockets of students in Canada.
Which is amazing because we know even pandemic or no pandemic, the struggle for students who are trying to juggle school, get a job, pay their student fees. I mean, we know that many continue to pay them well after finishing, school into their careers because things can become so expensive. And you guys have been working so hard to reach not just a few hundred, but thousands of students, and you're hoping to expand that over the summer. How has this changed the dynamic, you think? This all kind of happened during the pandemic, right in the thick of where there were restrictions and what you could and could not do, but it's really sort of opened up the platform for how students can get access to jobs.
That's right. And I remember when we were chatting earlier on in the pandemic, one thing that we were kind of going through as a country was a student jobs crisis.
Yes.
A lot of students were totally out of work and didn't really have anywhere to turn. And we saw a huge influx of students really grateful of the opportunity to be with Local Student. Now we're sort of seeing a shift towards a crisis that's along the same lines, but a little bit different. And that's more in the sense of the rise of cost of living. And so we found that students are hit particularly hard because they are subject to minimum wage or even student minimum wage in some provinces that's lower than minimum wage. So what Local Student offers is a model that allows students to earn much more than minimum wage and have the flexibility to continue to work outside of traditional job hours. Mm-hmm. So some of our students will have maybe a 9-to-5 job and then join Local Student on evenings and weekends. Sometimes students work in the evenings and they want to join Local Student during the day. So the fact that students can choose when and where they want to work with Local Student is a tremendous benefit to students that are being impacted by the increased cost of living, and they need to have that supplemental income to earn beyond just a traditional part-time job.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of goes both ways, but they're getting the support, but those who are getting those jobs done are getting the support as well, because things that could be difficult and tedious now can be taken care of. The overall mental health of all of this, Matt, how does that help? Because there's the stress, the uncertainty of if I can't get a job, or for someone who can't, take care of their lawn or their garden or whatnot, that itself can be stressful. So how is this helping balance out and meet the needs of one's mental health?
That's a great point. And I think what's unique about Local Student is we do have two sides to our platform that have a different set of benefits that kind of come together really well. So for our students, having the peace of mind that they do have the option to work when and where they want to actually enables them to structure their day so they can go out, they can get other relevant experience in the form of education, in the form of extracurriculars, getting that necessary experience that will be important to building a career. So mm-hmm. Students get peace of mind that they can have a job that fits within the constructs of their modern student schedule. And on the other side, homeowners are bombarded with more jobs around the house, more responsibilities, just an overall busier lifestyle nowadays. And we found that our customers really turn to Local Student because they know that they can get these important services done. Mowing the lawn seems like it seems like not a huge service around the home, but we can lift that burden burden off of homeowners so they can focus more of their spare time with their family and getting more value out of that time. So doing lawn mowing services, raking the leaves in the fall, shoveling the snow, especially for our more physically disabled clients that can't actually do that themselves. We really do see the benefit on both sides. And not to mention that we found, especially in Canada, people love supporting students in their area. And it's not just a matter of speech. They can see it firsthand. They can talk to that student, learn about what school they go to, learn about their career ambitions. And the net benefit of having not only a valuable service done, but also being able to support a student in the community is honestly what makes Local Student such an amazing company to be a part of.
Well, it's great what you're doing for so many students, and I think it's just going to continue to grow from there. We love the idea. Matt, it's good to have you on the program. Congratulations on this. Matt McCoy is the co-founder of Local Student. Keep on growing with that, Matt.
Thank you so much, Angie.
You're very welcome.